live, but I'm live and on Joan of Angels. This is not what I was expecting, Joan of Angels, but not this stream. Look for me. Look for me on Joan of Angels. Joan of Angels. So, guys, all right, I'm just going to wait a moment. Hi, Anita. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, my God, you found me. Anita, I need a little help. That live video I set to start tonight did not work. Hi, Pam. Hi, Anita. Do me a favor, because I cannot cross. Well, we'll do it together. So that, I don't know, this program is not working because it didn't start. So can you let people know on my Facebook page to come on over here? Hi, Deborah. Nice to see you. And then, okay, I'll just write the post one more time. Hey, guys. Because, I can't even see my own Facebook thing now. Please reboot this. Reboot this and look on the page. Look on the page. Okay, well, that's the best I can do. All right, guys. Hello. Hi, Michael. Hi, Pam. Oh, hi, Kay. Yeah, we'll talk about that. So I had it all posted, 100 places. Please go back. Please look above. I had to start a different live. All right, well, let's hope he's smart enough to catch that. That's a little annoying. All right, so I want to update everyone on everything and then just share some really exciting information. Tonight we're going to really talk about paying attention to the messages you're getting in the universe. All right, does that make sense? And then we're going to do some readings for people because it is Halloween. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to a Halloween party tomorrow. Hi, Sandy, you found us. I think there's a lot of people out there who won't find me, but I always believe the right people find me. So I'm in a wonderful location right now in the desert where we still have electricity and they haven't shut off our power. And over the last few years, a few of us, like Michael, we've watched California burn, but we've been really relatively isolated here. So one of the things we're going to do when we get started is we're actually going to send healing to help put out the fires. And I did do some work a few years ago at a dowsers conference where there were actually programs on using dowsing, actually the energy of dowsing, pendulums, and rods to douse fires. And so that is possible. So I thought we'd include it in our miracle meditation, okay? All right, I'm going to take a deep breath and slow down. I always wanted to just go so smoothly. I just have no idea where this even streamed and what happened to the other one. Okay, good. So let's start. Some of you I've never met before, or I don't remember actually. So just start by telling me where you're from. And I want you on a scale of 1 to 10. So we know where we started from, because I always claim that when people get off this program, they feel better than when they started. And I think that's true. And hi, Lisa, there you are. Oh yeah, blowing rain clouds to California. Yes, we accept an early rainfall to put out the fires and to really restore the fragility right now and the trauma that's in our air, our land, and our water, our animals, our people. And it's really kind of scary. And pray for anyone you know in California. I have family both in LA and up north, both close to the fires. My daughter's close to the fire in LA off the 405, and my son is close to Healdsburg, where that's happening. So let's just pray for everyone and send them rainbursts of cooling it down, and especially cooling down the wind. And you know, the Native Americans would say that the earth is angry right now. And when these abnormal winds come, it's because spirit wants to get our attention. We are so out of balance here on the planet. And so I do believe some of that is going on too. All right, so tuning into your energy, guys. And let's really look at things. So how many of you actually need a miracle? And I want you to say, if you do need a miracle, hi, Danielle. So nice to see you, Space Cadet Queen. Love, love. All my new friends. So any of you who really do need a miracle, let's start by playing a little game. Oh, hi, Devin. So nice to see you. I have some new friends, Space Cadet Edibles. Maybe they'll post their links, and just wonderful people. I have had a new awakening with people. There's Kevin. So I just want to thank you all for joining me and playing the miracle game with me, okay? Because launching miracles is a community affair, all right? Why would you want to have a miracle and be separate from all those people you love, right? We want to do miracles and have the people that we love working with us and healing and helping and living their best life. So, you know, oftentimes I say things like, oh my God, I landed on the wrong planet, because I know I came from out there. And I'll say things like, well, on my planet where I come from, it's so much more enlightened. First of all, people are respected for their wisdom and their intuition and their guidance and their ways of doing healing and uplifting. So that's what we're going to create for ourselves, a life where we are celebrated for our gifts, our wisdom, our talents, and our joy. All right? So raise your hand if you want more of that, right? Okay, so miracles, miracles, miracles. So let me know if what you're asking for is a healing miracle. So just do pound healing miracle, or a pound financial miracle, or a pound relationship miracle, and any of those things, or a pound lots of clients miracles, pound I just want to get out of Dodge miracle, whatever, okay? There's all kinds of miracles. But tonight we're really looking at transformation and change. Because, guys, with Halloween coming up, the veils between dimensions are thinner. So what we put out into the universe, and if we work to shift our consciousness collectively, then we can see a change. Okay? So, okay, I hope you're game, because I love to do this. Okay, thank you, Kevin. Thank you. Pam, we want to continue. Listen. Lots of miracles happen, and we never just want to say one, right? Like, I think Alice in Wonderland, or the Queen of Hearts in Alice of Wonderland, she made this brilliant statement, like, I always have at least 4 or 5 miracles before breakfast. And so the first, one of the things I like to think of is, okay, I'm a magnet for miracles. And we want to change this energy right away, because there's just been so much heaviness out there that we just want to turn it on. So imagine right now a horizontal line, and we'll use my wand here. It's a horizontal line, and clock hand is here, a 0 is here, and 10 is here. And so on a scale of 1 to 10, it is always helpful to tune into our energy anywhere, with people, places, things, and with ourselves. So I often work with clients, and it's like, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your energy right now? And it's always good to start at the beginning, because I tell you I'm a little bit infectious. Okay, so Danielle, we have healing and financial, and I want you to state on a scale of 1 to 10, how, I want to find the right word. What's your life force, your vitality, each of you? So today we're going to look at your vitality, because it's our vitality that needs to be reinvigorated, that needs to be restored, so we can bring forth what we want. Okay, so I'm not just going to read cards for people until we kind of get some shift in energy. We change our frequency. We move up a bit so that then we can clear the field, and that which we start to look at is going to come from a higher place, higher information. Okay, so good. Oh, and this is working better than it usually works. I haven't lost all of you like I usually do. Don't forget, if the sound goes off, to let me know. Okay, so there's Mir. Everyone's on tonight. I'm so happy you found me. Pam, Anita, Deborah, Michael, Kay, Sandy. Let's see who else. Well, it doesn't quite work the way it's simple. Okay, we're going to keep going. Danielle is on the line. Lisa, Mariana. I met Mariana in Mexico when I used to live there, guys. And I can actually state where I've met so many of you from. Hi, Anita. And Kay, who's out in Albuquerque. And one day I'm going to fly there and meet her. And Sandy is in Arizona. And I love Arizona. I really do. Okay, good. So we're just looking at your energy. And so a good way to work with this is if we all work together, okay? Because, guys, I too need healing in my body, mind, and spirit. I've been at this a long time. And it wasn't until recently, the cannabis, that people are really beginning to find my work, because now I'm really beginning to tell you more about what I'm about and how we're going to do these healings. So I'm a healer. I came here to heal and inspire people. I came here to create a movement of people, a consciousness movement that helps to raise your vibrations and frequencies, that helps you to remember who you are so you can know why you're here. Why? Why is that important? Well, because when we know why we're here, then it's our modus operandi for our own personal healing and wellness, our work, our finances, our play, our everything. So our and because, okay, when we want and we ask Spirit to be our guide, then alignment becomes important. And so those are the times when, if you're a creative, then of course you're going to want to try to have your work be in alignment with your money flow, so you become rewarded for what the gifts that you have for the planet. So we're going to start to let go of any blocks that people might have. And so looking at financial miracles and financial blocks and looking at your energy now, you don't have to tell me where you're at, but I suspect that many people on the line are at a 2 or 3. Energetically, some of you may be at a 5 or 6. The goal would be to be at a 10, like money is coming in abundantly, abundance. But anywhere we are on that scale is really good. So that we're going to keep looking and asking right now for the energy of abundance. And so I want you to imagine that horizontal line that we saw before. And I want you to literally imagine yourself turning that dial up higher and higher and higher until you literally get it so it's laying flat on top of this, okay? So it's at the 10. And then you can use angel wings to clip it, okay? All right. So what do? We start to literally look at where we're at, and one way we can do it is to push it up there. Another way we can do it, and a lot of people like this way, is to imagine you have a dial, an old-fashioned dial, or like the old-fashioned TikToks, clocks. They were just those hand-turned clocks, and you had to turn them on. So imagine if you're turning them on, and on the left is off, and on the right is 10. And you're literally turning on your energy. Yeah, I'm so glad all of you are here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we're turning on that dial. All right. And this is something you can practice at home. If you're not feeling good or your money is low, you want to turn on your money dial. That is your ability to receive money. So we're going to go back one step further and go, okay, what is your ability to receive? And take a peek at your ability right now to receive. That's pretty good, Kay. I see that at an 8. But where is your ability to receive? Healing, money, intuition, inspiration. Some people say they want to receive money, but they're closed. And so when we look at the crown, it's actually closed. So it's pushing it away. So we want to look and open up our channels to receiving money, receiving healing, receiving energy, and receiving vitality. All those, you can imagine yourself so if you're sitting at the computer, it's really easy because I'm at the computer and it's like a control panel. So imagine you have a control panel and there's all these switches. There's the vitality switch, the relationship switch, the financial switch, the healing switch, all those switches, okay? And you can actually ascertain. And you can do this very well on cannabis, by the way, so for my 420 friends, or you can do it very well in meditation, or you can just do it very well in visualizations. I do it all the time. I actually look at, on a scale of 1 to 10, where am I? And so really looking, and I do it with each of my clients. It's just critical that we look. So and I'm going to say on a scale of 1 to 10, hi, Marlene. Welcome. I'm so glad you found us. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, where are we? I'm going to look overall for the whole group right now. Show me energetically. And see, now I forgot to do the whole group when we started. All right, so I'm not the be-all, end-all here. All right. All right, so the group is shifting, and some people are applying their consciousness because my pendulum's gotten it to about 7, 8. So it's moving up there, and we're going to continue to move it. So I got into this work, guys, when I was in my early 20s, and I was introduced. I moved to LA from New York, and I moved into an ashram, a spiritual community, because I always felt that there was more. And when I first heard about it, it was like the moment I graduated and got my master's in counseling. And I moved to Los Angeles and I moved into an ashram because I wanted to be able to connect to spirit. And so I've always been on a very spiritual path. And when I was when I was about 26, a year or two later, I was guided. I heard a voice, and I've always heard voices that tell me what to do. It was very loud. I was in a seminar and I actually said, what shall I do with my life? So if that's one of your questions, what shall I do with my life? Well, it's okay, Danielle, if you don't know, maybe you can kind of see it on a general area. And sometimes it could tell you. You could say, oh, like on a scale of 1 to 10, what am I? You might hear it because I know you're an intuitive. Or you can, or I can ask for you. All right, so anyway, so I moved into this ashram and within a year, I went to this event. It was a spiritual event, a famous actress. And I said, what shall I do with my life? And halfway through the evening, I heard a voice loud and clear. It said, go to chiropractic school. And so I did. And while I was in chiropractic school, before I became a chiropractor, I learned some very powerful laying on of the hands tools. These were ancient Chinese tools. They're not Reiki, but they're ancient Chinese tools. And I got so good at it at one point that people's pain would go away, but I would get their pain because I didn't understand that one has to have a constant clearing. So right now, all of us together, because we're sharing energy, take a deep breath in and let it all out and just send clearing down to the earth. Just clear, clear, clear. Why? Because I'm receiving energy from all of you and sending it back out, and you are receiving it. We are changing your energetic field. All right. So I'm just going to look for a second and see where everyone is. Is this helpful, guys? Because now I'm going to do some energy, and I think we may even do a little guided meditation. I'm feeling really called. Okay. So Danielle, your energy, hun, if I tune into your vitality energy, now that's different than your purpose, your mission, but your vitality is really more on the low side. And so we are going to infuse you with a lot of energy, okay? So everybody with me now, do me a favor. Oops, I got to get the pendulum. Okay. Do me a favor, and I love doing this, and I love that you all play with me. So I imagine that you're all going to do this with me, okay? Rub your hands together. All right. And I hope this makes me look like a spiritual advisor. It probably makes me look like a fortune teller for Halloween, but it's my new spiritual advisor hat, which I am wearing for Halloween, okay? All right. But I thought maybe you'd see. You say, oh, Joan, you're a spiritual advisor now. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay. Now, we rub our hands together really fast so that you can start to feel the energy between your hands. And it can feel sticky, gooey. You could feel it like a ball, okay? And you could throw it when you get experienced. But there's lots of things we can do. For the purpose of this video, okay, you're going to take your left palm and hold it up like this, okay? And you don't have to do it in the viewer like I do. And then you're going to take your right palm, and normally if we were like in the presence of another person, we would be in a chain circle and my right hand would be over your left hand. But that's not going to work right here. So I am going to send it like this. And I'm literally going to ask that your left hand come up like this. Okay, so my right hand, your left hand, so you could receive it from my right hand. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay, so I'm doing my right. Your left is going to come up, all right? And then your right hand is also going to come up. Okay, they're showing me a new way. And you're going to send it. So you're going to receive it with your left. You're going to send it with your right. You're going to receive it with your left. You're going to send it with the right, okay? And I guess that's what I'm doing too. I'm sending you energy with my right hand. You should be receiving it on your left. And then you are going to be sending it from your right hand into my left hand. And from my right hand, it then goes from my left hand to my right hand. And I'm sending it now out to all of you. Now I am, if you can notice, I'm moving my hand round and round and round. And it's very possible you might even feel the energy. So let me know, guys, if when you're feeling this kind of energy, it's really fun to send it long distance, okay? Long distance energy. And remember, guys, we're online, so you actually have to say, I feel it, I don't feel it, wow, unbelievable. I hope I'm not talking to myself again, because that has happened. Okay, it looks like it's frozen. So I'm going to go back to Facebook. And unless one of you tells me that you can see me or you can't see me, okay, because I'm not getting any feedback right now. Okay, am I getting feedback? I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so let's see. I'm wondering if I'm frozen, guys. Okay, well, I sort of see myself. And there. Okay, so I guess I'm still on. And I don't see the comments on that. And that's why we're having this disconnect. Okay, guys, thank you. Okay, well. Okay, good. I just put on my cell phone, and that's where I can see everything. All right, perfect. Thank you. I'm telling you, I need your feedback. Okay, good. So is this helpful? Give me a pound yes if it's helpful. Give me a pound a question if you have a question, because now I can actually see your comments, okay? Did you feel that energy? All right, Danielle's hand says she's up feeling it. Not frozen. Well, thank God I can melt, right? I can just melt it from over here. Okay, let's just feel it. Abby sees me. Hi, Abby, love. So many wonderful people I've just been meeting, all of you. Ashley is there. Golnaz, thank you. Kay. Okay, so did you feel that energy? Because that's the energy we're calling for. So now let's go a little deeper. I'm sending with my right hand all that energy out to you. Receive it with your left hand. Good, good, good. And now sending in through your body. And right now, we're going to start to bring the energy in a new way and feeling the energy. Keep your left hand up so it can receive it, but bringing the energy from the top of your crown chakra and bringing it down through your crown, but imagining 7 openings at the top of your crown chakra and imagining it coming in and filling your brain with a substance that's beyond fluid. What it is it's the most soothing. It's like, oh my God, you didn't even know. Take your hands and start to rub your head. Rub this celestial energy as it's beginning to lighten up your brain, the cells within your brain, the connections, bringing in a fluid that is so healing that it's almost as if you had no idea that your brain, that this part of your body needed to move this energy through. And so as we do that, it brings healing to all of those centers in your brain center, so that then as we continue down and it goes down through your brainstem, guys, into your neck, and it starts to tingle, 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 sending energy through your neck into your upper body and your arms and your shoulders, and literally bringing vitality. Renew the nerves, renew the blood flow, renew your creative juices, renew your healing, everything. These nerves innervate your thyroid, okay, and then and your eyes and your hearing, and they clear your brain. So that's the first thing, so that we can start to have clarity in our body. And they said that part of having miracles manifesting is really creating clearings in our body to do the work, okay? Now, some of what I'm telling you that your guides are telling me to do. So I did a healing yesterday that was incredible, but quite unique. And it was a woman who actually, when I got online with her to do the session, a soul awakening session, we weren't really allowed to do it. I was taken to early times around a fire, and it was very, very shamanic. And her shamanic medicine woman gave me remedies that I had never heard of, and new ways of healing, and really reminded me that we really must heal your brain. And so one way to heal your brain stems, by the way, is to put some essential oils up here, frankincense and myrrh, and rub it in up there. And it'll bring also new consciousness. So we want to bring that down. Can't you feel the energy different? Okay, I do. All right, perfect. Whew. Okay, so I'm checking the messages. And if I was in a live audience, of course, I'd know everything that's going on. I would feel your pulse. Now I'm imagining your pulse. Okay, so a little bit of feedback. So let me know if your energy has shifted and where it is. And if some of this is making sense to you. Does this make sense? Can you actually feel the shift? Now, what happens is the following. The more you bring in this new energy, okay, and then the second step is really the commitment. Now, let me tell you about the commitment. It makes it so much easier, okay? The commitment. So, because we have to really work with all of them. We have to remember why we're here. We have to then align it and raise our energy, believe in it enough that we can do the race for it, all right? Because why? Bye, Bevan. Thank you so much, love. Amazing videographer and photographer and promoter. All right, you should all see him on here. That was Devin. Okay, all right. Yeah. So some of it I'm going to answer for you as well, but but working with your own energy here. So bringing this in from the top, rubbing your hand. The second thing my guides are telling me is that some of you work as healers, but you're not discharging. You're not clearing yourself between the work. And that is critical, because if you do a reading or a healing or an interchange with people, some of us are so sensitive that just going out to work or going to a shop or doing something can drain us, and we have to literally get rid of everyone else's energies. We're like magnets for other people. So if you're a magnet, that's probably why. All right, Pamela, yes, so you had to move the energy all over your head. It got very, very warm. You can't seem to discharge. Okay, so the discharge, because I actually didn't go through the process of discharging, but we take this energy going from here and then we start to bring it down through our body and go down through the center of our feet. And the roots going down from the center of the feet, rather, all the way down into the center of the earth. And so as we do that, we can start to let it go. So absorb too much for too long. Yes, yes. And so in that case, guys, you know, sometimes this is not an easy planet. Honest to goodness, I wish it was easier. I'd like to wave my magic wand, make it really easy. But we can make it easy by how we do it. So knowing that we're very, very sensitive to other people's energies, this process of letting it go down into the center of the earth, or another way, so I have a really new super way. You could do it one of two ways. You could imagine a cosmic vacuum cleaner, supersize me, thank you very much. And the vacuum cleaner, or the I don't remember if I said vacuum cleaner or blow dryer, but you can use either one, but use them differently. A blow dryer, so it blows everything. And if you put it at the top, it could blow all the negative energy through you and out very, very powerfully, and it can blow it off of you. So that's one positive way to do it. Or the other way is with a cosmic vacuum cleaner. And that is called sucking it up and then sucking it up, okay? So two different ways you can work to clear that energy. And of course, there's a lot more, but that's what we're doing at the current moment, okay? So does that make sense? So, yeah, good. All right, so now, okay, so yeah, so I was actually guided to also show you a way to run this energy through your body. And so remember, we take it in from here, we take a deep breath, we bring it down, all right? We bring it through our upper body and our neck, our spine, going down through our spine, continuing it down through the lumbar spine and out into the hips and down into all your feet, okay? And then down into the center of the earth, just clearing, 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 and clearing. All right, I hope this is helpful. I see that Patricia said she'll be back in 5. Okay, she got the most gorgeous dog. Okay, so I'm just looking at everyone. Now remember, this is Miracle Monday, okay? Miracle Monday. Abby's saying she feels more clear. Good. Miracle Monday. The reason I'm doing it at the beginning of the week is that I feel like it, okay? Really, we want to start our week with a boost. And one of the reasons I do this is that I have found that collectively, I'm shifting more miracle wave also with the help of all of you guys. The more I teach this, the faster things are lining up in my life. And here's an example. All of you, I recommend that you start to keep a miracle journal, because if you keep a miracle journal, you'll keep track of the most unusual things. So I'm going to tell you something wonderful that happened to me the other day. I went to an event a week ago, And my friend introduced me as a spiritual advisor. Now, people introduce me as all sorts of things, but never has anyone introduced me as a spiritual advisor. And yet, I had been thinking about that word. And the moment he introduced me, it was like, oh my God, from now on, I am now officially claiming I'm a spiritual advisor. And so I don't know, I think I changed my Twitter, my Instagram. I was so excited to be thinking of myself as a spiritual advisor, but I didn't do anything about it, right? So I get a client who coming over to the house. It's a new client. She comes over to the house, and I said, well, how did you find me? She said, I found you on Google. And I said, well, I don't want to pry, but what keywords did you put into Google? She said, well, I put in top spiritual advisors in Palm Springs. And she said, you weren't the first that came up, but I scrolled down and I really just vibed with your energy. Well, I almost fell through the floor because I had really not told anyone my new title, spiritual advisor, but I did make new cards that said spiritual advisor. I just hadn't given them out yet. And I've been thinking of myself as spiritual advisor. So she found me under spiritual advisor. So as much as she needed the reading I gave her, she came to me to give me a confirmation that I was on the right path. Okay? And that's what happens when you're on the right path, guys. You get confirmation you're on the right path. So someone I met the other night who my guide told me to say, well, tell him he's a light worker. He's a light worker. And he comes running up after. He says, well, why? And it's like, and it turns out other people had shown him that before, a confirmation. So if someone like me comes along and confirms for you, even on here, even without like a one-on-one chat, and I confirm something, you go, oh my God, she's confirming something, then it's a true confirmation. You don't have to be in my presence. I don't have to even know what it is that's confirming for you. Does that make sense? Okay, gotta fix my little shaman, fortune teller, spiritual advisor cap. Okay, there you have it. All right, so here we are. I'm gonna come back. Now, I'm gonna do readings for a few of you. And hi, Karen Palmer. Nice to see you. Oh my God, Karen, the new moon. We got to talk. I'll text you. All right. So hoping that this all makes sense. So I want everyone to tune in again, and on a scale of 1 to 10, give me a response on where you are now on the miracle scale. Where's your vitality? In terms of thinking that it's probably more possible for you or you're feeling a little better. So I want a pound, 5, pound 3, pound 7, pound, and if you do it like 5 plus, I'll know that it had moved up to that. Does that make sense? Try to make sense out of it, okay? I really do well when we're chatting back and forth, just so you know. This is as close to chatting as I could get, is to have you interact with me and tell me. All right, so Kay, you think it's a great day to do this. Maybe it is. I think I looked at the numbers before I started on what kind of day it is. 1, 2, 3, and 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 9 is 23. It's a 5-day numerologically, which means 5 is a freedom day. So yes, miracles are freedom. Living your truth is freedom. Living the destiny you came here to do is freedom. And yes, we have to learn to heal our body to manage that. We have to work to remove the blocks of the finances so we can manage that. And some